5 or 6 girls, and then on the right side, and then the other side was Sneeko and God, what's his name? The guy's a baller. He's a ginger entrepreneur, ginger guy. Grew up in Louisiana. Weller, Jay Weller.
Okay.
I think that's his name. Let me see. Let's just want to make sure. No, that is not him. Dude, I don't know.
So you don't know the name of the podcast?
Not off the top of my head, bro. It's I think they're in UK, London. They're in
Okay.
London, but she's like the most popular podcast in London.
So yeah, the new podcast that I've been listening to and I just subscribed to is the Three Muslims podcast and then the Bitter Truth. So both of them are both like by Muslims, but they're two different people.
Yeah.
So the Bitter Truth, or do you remember me talking about Ali Dawa?
Mhm.
Yeah. So he runs Bitter Truth, and he'll have like, it's like a couch like this, right?
Yeah.
And then he'll have like 3 guys
Mhm.
and then 3 girls.
Mm.
And then they have like this button, right? And you can only use it once. And it's called the Bitter Truth button. As soon as you hit it, the person that's like saying something, you can have a counter argument for 1 minute and 10 seconds uninterrupted.
Mm.
So it's pretty cool. But like they'll talk about the one that I just watched. They were talking about if you should watch or if you should go like look through your spouse's phone and stuff.
What do you think?
Here's my thing. So
You about to say some shit people about to disagree with.
no, I'm about to say something, and then it's just gonna be probably what everyone thinks.
Okay.
So I would say if they ask for it, yeah, I'll give my phone.
Yeah.
But I would probably at that point have nothing to hide, like
Yeah.
with my wife.
Right.
I don't think that you should be asking for the phone just because it creates a insecure relationship. So like if I asked my wife for her phone, right, and I was just like, yo, let me like look through your phone, and she's like, okay, but like let's say she has non-hijabi friends or like
Yeah.
she has hijabi friends that are showing her their hair to each other,
Yeah.
then it's not a good thing to look at, right?
Right.
So then she'll just be like, all right, just like don't look through my messages because of that. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But then that also starts causing the problem of why don't you want me to look through the messages?
Yeah.
And then causes all these insecurities to happen.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I think that you shouldn't like ask, but it's okay to be like, if I'm on my phone and then you see like a text message, or like if she sees like a text message, right, and she just goes, oh, who's that from, or something like that. I'll be like, here, go ahead, look.
Yeah.
Or like same thing from my end.
Right.
If I ask, you got to give me a response.
Yeah.
So
I could agree with
Yeah.
that. I would just say for me personally, it just depends on the situation. You have to know why they're asking for the phone.
Yep.
So for me, it's like if her phone's dead and she has to make a phone call, it's like, all right. Like I'm just a person. Like if somebody was asked, like, can I use your phone? I'm like, all right. Literally just go to my phone and then keyboard.
and then there you
Or
go.
keypad,
Yeah. Give it to
whatever.
him.
And I was like, yeah, here, type in the number. But like, if you can tell, it's like, hey, give me your phone. I want to look through it.
That kind of
Then
ruins your trust.
Then it's like, now that you're asking my phone because you want to look through it, just on your own time.
Yeah.
Now I get to say why.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You have the right to say why.
Exactly. So if they're like, hey, my phone's dead or it's at 1, I got to make a phone call to somebody. All right, here's my phone. Take the phone call. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta message somebody. My phone's dead. Whatever.
Fine by me.
Yeah. And then, it's really just like, if they're on their phone and then there's like they're looking over, and you're just like, can I look through your phone? Then it's just like, why do you want to look?
Because
through
you're
my phone?
like,
you have your own phone to look through.
So like, here's the thing, right? I'm with you, and it's just like, as soon as you hear that, right, you're gonna start having trust issues with her.
Yeah.
Because then you're gonna be like, why is she feeling so insecure about checking through my phone?
Right.
The reason why I keep saying insecurity and not trust is because it bases off insecurity.
Yeah.
The more insecure you are, the more you want to know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
the more insecure, like let's say the more insecure I was with my wife or whatever, the more I'm gonna be like, yo, let me look through your phone. Why are you going out and stuff like that? So
Yeah. Who are you going out with? This and that.
exactly.
Just for me on looking through the whole phone thing, it's definitely depending on the situation.
Yep.
So if they have like a reason to be on my phone,
Correct.
then okay, use my phone for whatever reason you need to be on my phone.
Right.
But if they have no reason to be on my phone, it's just like,
Why?
why are you worried about it? You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
yeah.
And it's just like, I don't have nothing to hide.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'll give you my phone if you want to look through it, but give me a valid reason
Yeah,
why you should
right.
look through my phone
Yeah.
and look through even confidential shit,
Mhm.
And then if I tell them, hey, yeah, just don't look in that part. Oh, why? And then it's like,
Yeah, right.
yeah, it's just the whole conversation I want to have.
Yeah, it's just an argument
Yeah.
waiting to happen.
Right.
So then, so I was just talking to you about this. Sneeko converted to Islam. I think it's been about a month, and he's been on a few podcasts, the Three Muslims, and one with Muhammad Hijab. But I didn't watch the one with Muhammad Hijab. I just watched the Three Muslims one, and everything that they both were saying completely made sense to me. So that's why I subscribed, and I started watching more of their stuff, because they'll have people that are like, let's say they wouldn't disrespect it per se, but they'll have questions and like why we do this, why we do that, and it would be like let's say it's a Christian, right? At the end of the podcast, he ends up taking the shahada and he becomes a Muslim. So it's kind of yeah.
He takes a shot.
No, shahada.
Oh,
So
shahada.
basically what that is just like you're just testifying. And so like, don't you like how you get baptized and you like get thrown in water? Instead of that, you just basically recite the shahada and then you're done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then
Interesting.
so yeah.
It's like an oath.
Yeah, basically. But not with your hand up or nothing. Literally all you do is just so like if you did want to convert, all you have to do is just go to somebody like that knows the Quran and stuff. So probably like the imam at this masjid, like legit you're like 2 minutes away from it.
Yeah.
And like you just go there and just be like, yo, I want to become Muslim, like what's the next steps? And he's like, all right, just he'll ask like, are you sure you want to do this, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then all you gotta just say is this is shahada and you're Muslim. That's literally all it is.
W.
It's that easy.
Shit. Sign me up, bro.
Man. I was gonna text you about going to the Friday prayer today, but you were at work, so
Yeah, I had work.
yeah.
Didn't even change out of my work clothes.
Yeah, bro, still in his digs gear.
On God. Gotta serve my community. Serve these young folks out here.
Bro, I went to Dick's the other
Future
day.
D1 prospect.
Man. So I went to the Dick's the other day and I was looking for like boxing mitts. Cause I have gloves and I have the wrist wrap, and all I've been doing is just like heavy bag work.
Yeah.
But I want to start getting pad work again. But the pads that I have are completely like old school or like completely
yeah.
messed up.
Yeah.
So I went to look through the like for the curved boxing pads. Bro, they're like $40, like $45.
Yeah, bro.
So I was like, bro, I looked on Amazon, I got them for like 25.
Yeah. That's
So-
the thing about Dick's Sporting Goods is they have good things there, but they don't carry like the cheap things. Unless like the cheapest things you can get there is like Dick's Sporting Good branded things.
Right.
That's like the cheapest, but even that, like, we don't carry like cheap things. It's a pretty like we carried middle to high end things there. So
What's your discount, employee discount?
25% off. Everything.
25. So let's say I bought that with your discount, it'll still be like $30.
About yeah.
Yeah. So happy I decided to go with Amazon.
Yeah. I mean, is what it is.
Free shipping, free next day shipping. So
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
so yeah, back to the Sneeko thing. So they were on this podcast and they were talking about how Islam is in the Western community with like there's Islamic feminism now, and yeah, I know.
You're gonna have to educate me on that.
Okay, so
If
then
you know
there's
a bit.
yeah, so I know a decent amount because I did research on it, but I don't know enough to where I can state
Your own opinion
right,
on it.
yeah.
Okay.
So then, so they were talking about Western Islam versus Eastern, or like the Middle East Islam, or like
Right.
Asian Islam, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So, the Islamic femininity or feminism. So think of just feminism, right? And just think of like all of the Muslim women. Okay,
You could probably hear my dogs bark right now.
maybe, probably, but it's okay.
Probably it's alright. Yeah, here's what it is.
So
Just ignore the dogs, folks.
yeah. So basically, think of like Muslim women with the feminist mindset, right?
Yeah.
How catastrophic that can be, because so this is what they want, right? They want a traditional man that goes to work, that provides for the family, that does this, that does that, that does that, right? Like protects her from any type of harm, is the knight in shining armor, this, that, right?
Yeah.
And then God forbid the man says, "Oh, I'm hungry. Like I just got back. Can I have some food?" Or like just ask for something, or like the house looks dirty. Would you be able to clean it?
Yeah.
That becomes a problem. So the thing is that yes, like in Islam you have your rights, but you also have your responsibilities.
You have the rights. There's gender roles.
Right. So there's a quote that Ali Hamuda said, and he said, like it's basically the same quote that everyone says. It's that you can't have all the cake and eat it, or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what it goes with the rights and responsibilities. You can't have all the rights and all the responsibilities, or you can't have all the rights with no responsibilities.
Yeah.
You can have the rights and responsibilities.
Yeah.
So like I would have the right to, come home from like my 12-hour shift to have like, food, right? Because obviously I'm gonna be something. Like I'm obviously, bro. I'm gonna be tired. Obviously, I'm gonna be sore or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But if she looks exhausted, then yes, I'm gonna help her out.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna like do the dishes, like clean up whatever. But the thing is that the Western culture of feminism is completely throwing off everything that is, because feminism believe in 50-50. No, that's not how it works. In Islam, like how I was explaining to you that whatever the woman's money is, it's the woman's money.
Yeah.
Whatever the man makes, it's also her money.
Yeah.
So that also comes with it says this is that she is the provider of the house, right? So if you look at feminism right now in the West, all they do is just talk about everything should be 50-50. I'm a boss babe, like stuff like this, stuff like that, right?
But don't want the responsibility.
Correct. You see what I'm saying? Like, yes, she can have a job, yes, but like, you also have to think about who's gonna take care of the kids if I'm working 12 hours and you're working 12 hours, because it's different from having a nanny raise you versus having your actual parents raise you. You see what I'm saying? Like, it sounds controversial, which it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. It's just what it is.
Yeah,
there's no you're lacking emotional connection to your parents.
Yep, correct. Because you don't see them.
Exactly.
So that's why, like, if you see kids with their mothers, they're more connected to their mothers than their fathers. Yeah. There can be disagreements with that, yes, but primarily you can see that they're more connected to their mothers than their fathers. The reason why is because the mother, primarily, they see the mother more than they see the father.
Yeah, especially for upbringing too. It's correct. Like you're going to see your mother more than your dad. Like your dad's, I mean, you only need your dad as you get older. Yeah. Like the more a man gets older and the older he is, the more he needs his father. Correct. But the younger the boy is, he's gonna need his mother.
Correct. That's the best way to describe it. So they were talking about that, and then so then all of that is what I did research on, is that so it's basically just feminism, but just add Muslim women to that. So it's starting to creep into the Muslim women's brain about like stuff like this. Yeah. So it causes problems throughout. So then it causes problems throughout like haram relationships, zina, stuff like that. It
takes away from the traditional lifestyle.
Correct. And then
it's pretty bad.
Yeah, because then it causes the man to think, okay, so if she wants this, then this is not going to be for me, just because I can't, I'm going to be stretched so thin to the point where I'm going to be depressed all my life. Yeah. I don't want that. Right. And it causes men to fall into zina. It starts causing men. So zina is just adultery, or like having sex before marriage, right? And then it starts causing them to be in haram relationships, stuff like that, or like dating outside of marriage. Yeah. So it causes all of this, right. And obviously, I'm not saying this is the primary cause. I'm just saying that it's just adding on to it. Right. So
yeah, and there's definitely. I was watching this video. I think it was today or last night. But it was about how women need love and men need respect. Yeah. and it's crazy to think, and this lady was just going off about it, and it's like you just show a woman your love, and she's happy about it, right? And then it's like, correct. This guy, ASMR. But a man needs his respect, and if he doesn't feel and she was saying it's like you'll see men at home that are angry, upset, like in a mood, but it's like they're not shown respect at home.
Yeah.
And if they're out all the time with their friends or at the workplace often, it's like they're being shown respect. And it's like if a wife and a husband go out with the husband's friends or, double date situation, but he's like more alive in that situation with other people,
Yep.
he's being shown more respect.
Correct.
So that's like when I saw that, I was like, damn.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. It's like, yeah, show me your love. I'll appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
But I need respect. You know what I'm saying? So it and I was, how do I say this? It was, it made more sense when she said like, he's at the workplace more or something, or he's more focused on his business because he's respected for his business more by other people.
Right.
So it's like, and I feel like that's not the main cause, but I feel like it could feed into the whole like adultery thing.
Like adding on to it. Correct.
Yeah.
So like think about it like this, right? I'm just gonna add on by giving you an example, right? Let's say you're married, okay, and you work a 9 to 5, or like you work an actual job, right?
Yeah.
A career, okay. So a job, I also thought of this, right? A job is temporary. A career is long term.
Yeah.
So let's say you have an actual career, and you go there and you work 8 to 9 hours, 10 hours, right? And you get respected there because you have a higher up position. Like let's say
Manager. I guess.
let's say regional manager, right?
Yeah.
And you go to do regional manager stuff. I don't know what they do.
Yeah.
And you get respected by everybody else.
Yeah.
And then you come home to just nothing.
Yeah.
Obviously, you would want to. Unfortunately, you would want to go back to the workplace
Yeah.
where you are respected, rather than go back to your house, because you don't want to go back down and feel like a small man again.
Yeah. And it's almost like I don't think anybody wants to go back to their workplace
Unless you're in that situation. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's almost like you just come home, you just go to a worse situation.
Yeah.
So you just go back to the less worse situation, which is like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's shit.
Do you want to kind of off topic? I just remember this when we bought these mics, and like when we connected them, there's like green on here and then red to like mute it or not. That I'm still trying to figure out if we can make that work. Not right now, but yeah, it doesn't work. I tried.
Interesting.
Yeah, do you remember though?
I think so.
Because like when you plug it in,
Did we have something else plugged in?
I think the headphones were connected to this. We can just worry about it later.
It might have been the headphones.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll try it as soon as we're done.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
So we were talking about a lot of things, but you just finished talking about like how a woman needs love, a man needs respect.
Yeah, that's just the biggest thing with men nowadays. I feel like with this whole feminism movement, they've kind of made the whole thing with women need to get a job. Like, sure, a woman can work. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody needs a career.
Correct.
So they kind of make serving your husband and your children slave-like.
Correct.
I feel like that's
There
where
you go.
it's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's where they have it completely fucking wrong. Where they think having kids is, I don't want to have kids. And then it's like, well, me personally, I wouldn't mind never having kids. That's just me personally.
Yep.
Because I know there's a lot of people out here that are just fucking too much,
Correct.
It's like, all right, you got 12 kids. I think I'm okay with none. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you could disagree with me on that. I'm cool with that. But I'm like, me, it's just like, why are you trying for a boy? You have 12 girls.
Correct. Just go with it.
Stop fucking. You've saved me from having like 3 kids, so you're good. You're good.
So you wouldn't want any kids?
It's not that I don't want kids. It's just I wouldn't mind if for whatever reason I can't have kids.
Understandable.
I'm okay dying. No, I don't have any kids.
Yeah. Okay.
But preferably 2 to 3 is good. Preferably. What else was I saying? So I think that's just where feminism is. It's just like when you serve your husband and your children, when you serve your family,
it's considered slave-like.
Yeah, when you're caring for your family, it's like it's considered slave-like, which is completely wrong. That's what a woman's meant to do, and that's the amazing power that women have on this earth is they're able to nurture a fucking human life. I think that's like the coolest shit ever. It's like
It's like it's the most beautiful thing ever.
Yeah, it's
Just-
like no men can't do that.
Mhm.
So it's like, why would you not want to,
Here's
but-
so
and
yeah.
then there's also girls that just can't because of something wrong with their
Correct.
system, which is unfortunate. But
Yeah.
it's just reality. What were you gonna say?
So here's so somebody was having an argument. Oh, Ali Dawa once again. He was having an argument with a feminist,
Yeah.
and she got all upset because he was like, I would rather have my wife stay and take care of my kid, right?
Yeah.
So then she's like, oh, what about her career? What about this? He's like, yeah, I'm fine with staying home, but can I breastfeed? And she's like, oh, we're not talking about breastfeeding. We're not talking about this. Okay, then how's the kid supposed to eat?
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, there's formula stuff like that, but is that breast milk?
Yeah.
So like she got completely thrown off by that, and then she shut up. And then as
Yeah.
soon as he said that, he tried to say bye, but she ended up just walking off.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
So-
how it usually ends.
Yeah, and then like back to like the West and Islam, bro. It's gotten bad like with men and women in general because there's no aura anymore. There's no modesty. Dude, it's just bad.
Yeah.
So aura basically is just when you think of aura, right? What do you think of vibes,
Yeah.
right? So aura is more of just like the men's modesty. So they have to cover
Okay.
from their navel, their belly button to their knees.
Yeah.
But I prefer like me personally, now that I'm older, I prefer just wearing I'll wear like short sleeve stuff, but I won't wear like tank tops or beaters outside.
Okay.
I would wear like short sleeves, but I'll always wear pants. I don't think you've seen me in shorts in like 2 years or maybe a year. It's been a while.
I would say yeah, since like senior year.
Yeah, it's been about a year. So
That's crazy.
yeah, that's when I decided to make the change was I think fresh like maybe like right in the middle of freshman year. I was like, I don't know why I keep wearing shorts.
Yeah.
I should just go to pants. So now I just wear pants all the time.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm out. If I'm at home or whatever and I'm just, with my family, then yeah, I'll wear shorts, but
Yeah.
I wear pants like anytime I go out.
Yeah.
But and then modesty is just basically just this is more for women, but men too, because men will just be wearing like outrageous stuff. Like it's just outrageous what they be
Yeah.
wearing, right? Like you agree? There's like you'll see men wearing like crop tops outside, right? Obviously if you're
Yeah.
working out that's different, like DK Metcalf. Him wearing a
Yeah.
crop top is different than freaking
If it is drippy,
if it is drippy, it's different.
it's different.
But the thing is that I wouldn't personally wear it.
yeah.
But
no,
I
would
mean,
not.
but like, would you wear that outside and like walk outside like into a mall? That's what I'm saying. But there's people like that walking around
Yeah.
with like short shorts.
I will say though, it is like when you're training for a sport,
Mm-hmm.
there's low key some clothes that just fly by. That's
Yeah.
like, okay, you're just training in that. Who cares?
Yeah.
But like if you actually showed up somewhere, I'd be like,
That's what I'm
the
saying.
fuck are you wearing?
Yeah, like yeah,
Like if
literally.
I own this store, I'm kicking you the fuck out.
Right. So like the short thing, like if you're wearing like crazy short shorts and like
Like booty shorts.
Like booty shorts
some
and,
Nike
like,
Pro type shit.
the shirt is covering your shorts.
Oh yeah. And
You
it
see
looks
what I'm
like
saying?
you have nothing on. Yeah, bro.
Like yeah, that's a lifting thing.
Yeah.
But don't be wearing that outside. And I see
Yeah.
this all the time.
Yeah, bro.
And then so now with women, right?
Yeah.
In my religion, yes, hijab. Yes, wear like modest clothes, right? Niqab, jilbab, whatever, right? Okay. So they like now they're wearing like yes, they wear the hijab still, yes, but they're starting to wear tighter clothes, more clothes that show up,
More
like
slim,
show their stomach,
shoulder curves
like
and stuff.
like not even that, like they'll start showing skin. So like
Oh.
they'll start wearing like shorts outside, like higher than the aura for men, and like some of them are wearing like I can't judge.
And this is out in like Middle East, right?
No, here,
Oh,
like
here.
in the
Okay.
western regions.
Okay.
And like obviously I can't judge because
What would the punishment be if it was found in the Middle East?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Because I'm not there.
Okay.
But I mean no so yeah, here let me
They wouldn't,
finish
like, throw rocks at her, would they?
it. No.
Oh, okay.
So here let me explain what I was gonna say and then I'll go back to the Eastern thing.
Okay. Okay.
So they're wearing like obviously I can't judge because I'm supposed to be lowering my gaze.
yeah.
But it's just because in the Quran it says, tell the believing men to lower their gaze and tell the believing women to cover up, right? They should also be lowering their gaze, but they also should have a job of covering up. Us men should also be covering up.
Mm-hmm.
So like when you see that and then like you see them wearing a hijab and like showing skin, like their belly, they're showing their knees and stuff
Yeah.
like that, it's outrageous.
Yeah.
Okay? So now we can't blame the woman like yes, the blame is on the women, but you can't blame the women specifically. Blame the father, blame the brother, blame
It's a family, bro.
blame the men in that family.
Yeah.
Because I personally, my sister, I personally wouldn't let my sister wear anything that shows anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And if she does wear it outside, I get upset. Even my dad, and the rest of my brothers, we get pissed
Yeah.
when we see that. And we'll just be like, yo, why are you wearing this? Like, go change right now. We're not leaving until you change, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So if you go to a different, if you go to like different Western families and you see this, right? And they're just allowing it to happen. They're just, okay, yeah, go ahead. Go outside. Yeah, that's fine.
That's crazy.
Go clubbing, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. Like, embrace masculinity again.
Yeah.
It's okay to tell your daughter, it's okay to tell your sister, no, you can't wear this. I don't approve. So then back to the Eastern, or like the Middle East.
Yeah.
The reason why you don't see people like that is because the parents, or like the dad, or like the brother, so their wali, which is the guardian,
Yeah.
they do not allow it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to wear a certain thing. You have to wear this. You have to wear that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like, it's more of, yeah, you have to blame the woman, but you also have to blame the man in that household.
Got it.
Because me personally, I wouldn't let my wife ever do that.
Okay.
I'd like, if I don't let my sister do that, there's no
Yeah.
way I'd let my sister, or there's no way I'd let my wife do that.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's her choice, whatever, to wear the hijab or whatever, but she's not gonna go outside showing skin, like showing like her stomach, showing her knees, whatever, right? So that's just my opinion on it. Hate on me if you want, but
Hey, no hate.
just try my best.
No hate, man. No hate.
Just telling my opinion here.
I'm good.
So what's your opinion on this? Not the Islamic version.
I was gonna
but,
say like I don't know. I'm not Islamic.
no, like not the Islamic version. I just went on a tangent because I'm very upset about it.
Yeah,
but
no. Understood.
it's just what's your opinion on like the new West?
Shit. Nah, I'm just playing. I mean, I don't know how to really describe it in short term. I would have to just like literally just talk about different aspects of it. So I mean, I guess we can go back to the whole like slave-like thing.
Okay.
I think it's, whoever came up with that concept that serving your family is slave-like, that's like a very like, it's almost like demonic. It's like how could you say something like that? Like how could taking care of your husband and your children be considered slave-like? Like how could you know what I'm saying? And if it's the man's responsibility to create enough wealth and finance for the house and for the family so that the woman doesn't have to work, it's like you get to stay at home. You get to do what you want to do. You can sleep all day. You can watch movies all day and then clean the last hour while I'm on my way home.
Yeah, and then just wait for your man to come home.
Exactly.
That's it.
It's like it's not like, I don't want to say like I would like to do that instead, because it's not my responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like, it's very, everything that a woman is supposed to do seems to be flip-flopped. And it's like a fucking boat. You got the fucking Titanic, and then this fucking feministic iceberg comes in, wham! Just completely like,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like, the life goes on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, there's certain things where you kind of live with, where like, women want a little bit more freedom in one thing. It's like, okay, that's fine. And then they just completely think taking care of your kids is, and certain, making their husband food and their family food is slave.
Here's the main argument you're gonna get here. Okay, I'm just speaking. I'm just gonna become devil's advocate. And what the main argument you're gonna get here is, so you're gonna restrict me by making me stay home, or you're oppressing me by making me stay home. So how would you answer that?
It's not a oppression at all. It's completely, in my opinion, it's completely taking advantage of your whole purpose. The whole, how do I say it? Like it's taking in the whole, like the whole power you kind of get.
Yep.
Like I have the power of, thinking logical to make more money, or lift heavier, or replace the siding on the house, cut the grass, take care of the house so we don't live in a fucking a shit infested place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you have the power to bring life to earth. You have the power to just nurture the baby, breastfeed, like produce milk, It's like you have the power to, make better food than I ever fucking would be, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, to make sure everybody's taken care of, and for me, like going along with the money, put shirts on our kids' back, everybody's back,
Yep.
Make sure we're dressed right, giving our kids the best life they fucking can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But not giving them too much because
You don't
my
want
kids
kid.
can't. My kids can't be spoiled. I was growing up. I'm very spoiled. I mean, all of this room was just kind of like another room for me. So this is like my second bedroom almost, and
Yeah.
I'm very spoiled. And I'm glad that I even recognize that because it's like I don't want to have the spoiled mindset, and I don't.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like I'm the same way, but as soon as I have my kid, I already know I'm gonna spoil.
yeah,
So,
I'm not spoiling. My
It's unfortunate, but
is
something
what
you gotta
it
live
is.
with it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you want to spoil your kid, go ahead.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. It's your opinion. It's my opinion. I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
it's not that we both are gonna be yes men to each other.
Yeah. Right. But yeah, going back to the whole thing, it's like people, like I'm not very hard on gender rules. Like if she wants to go out with her friends, it's like,
Oh, fine by me. Go ahead.
bro, go, but you're not going to the fucking club. You're not going to the fucking club. You guys can go get your nails done, go get your hair done, and go shopping together. You're not going to the fucking club. It's not how it's gonna work. But yeah, hey, go hang out with your friends, go get your nails done, go shopping, get your hair done.
Yeah.
Get some new clothes. I don't care.
But don't go clubbing.
No clubbing. Nope. But yeah, like if she wants to, I mean, even like while I'm gone at work, if she wants to do that with her friends, and
Go
then
ahead. Go right on ahead.
As long as I come back to some food, no, I'm playing.
As long as I get home to a happy wife, I'll be
Yeah,
fine.
I mean, yeah. If I get home to a kiss and a hug, I'm chilling, bro.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's like I don't know. There's certain things that have to be, I don't want to say obeyed, but should be done by each person.
Yeah.
Because that's why a whole relationship works. It's a team. It's like it's never 50-50. It's not exactly 50-50 100% 24/7 365. It's always maybe I give more one day, you give more the
right?
other day.
Yeah. It's
It's
a swing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
there's a lot of buoyancy to it.
it's a lifeboat.
Yeah, literally,
And
bro.
I mean, if like use that example you just said, but think of the workplace, right? Obviously, if you have somebody doing 50-50, it's gonna end up not working out because you're gonna be like, let's say me and you, right? Me and you obviously have our roles, but we're not doing 50-50.
Right.
If me and you did 50-50, we would not be at chapter 18
No.
right now. The reason why is because when I'm busy or when you're busy, I'm not going to, at this point, like the 50-50 mindset would be, okay, he's not doing his end. I don't care. I'm doing my end and that's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm not going to compensate for you because it's 50-50.
Right.
Now think of that in like an actual like big company, right?
Yeah.
Like where I work, we have like a big tight knit like group where we always help each other, like a team. We always help each other out. We always compensate for like I picked up a shift just because they needed the help.
Yeah.
It's not because I love working there, right?
Yeah.
I enjoy working there just because like everyone's always super happy, whatever. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
But the reason I picked up the shift was because they needed help.
Right.
And the best way that they helped me was helping me learn a new skill.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like it's opportunity cost. At the same time, it's being able to compensate and give back.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you use that example as a work, like for the workplace, you can also use that same example for a relationship.
Yeah.
If I'm doing something, if we go 50-50, right? Which I'm not going to do, right?
Yeah.
I'm not making that slide, right?
Yeah.
But if we did 50-50, okay? You have to pay 50% of the bills. I pay 50% of the bills. If I'm laying down and let's say we get robbed twice, I only have to get up once. You have to get up the second time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if we got robbed 10 times,
Yeah.
I'm getting up 5 times and I'm going to stop and tackle the robber. But the other 5 times, you got to get up and stop the robber. I'm not
Yeah.
going to get up.
Yeah.
He can rob if he wants, but I'm not getting up because I'm doing this 50-50 thing.
Yeah.
And you're the one that started it.
Right.
You see, like, obviously, in my like, if I, when I get married, I'm not going to have that happen.
Right.
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna protect my house.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to compensate and give me back.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's the best way to
Yeah.
describe it for me.
Yeah. No, I get it, man. I agree.
Yeah. So we're what, 30 minutes in?
35?
35? Wow.
35-12.
Man, we got pretty heated, I ain't gonna lie. It's not like we got heated, it was just like we
was
got very
interesting, bro.
very passionate into our
yeah, man. Didn't get emotional.
didn't
Got
get emotional.
passionate.
Yeah, there's a difference between, like I said, there's a difference
Yeah.
between being emotional and being passionate about
Yeah.
what you talk about.
Of course. Also, I just want to ask you this. So you talk about protecting you and yours,
Correct?
the house and shit.
Correct?
Would you ever get a gun to protect your house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gladly.
Glad.
Like, here's the thing, okay? We all have our Second Amendment rights. Yes, I have my rights.
Yeah.
Right? You see what I'm saying?
All right.
But at today's day and age, you know, yes, I can throw hands. Yes, I can freaking kick you if I need to. But
yeah.
the thing is that if you look at the UK, they have a knife epidemic.
Right.
Here, everyone gets shot up.
Yeah.
I mean, we were literally part of it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we in high school we saw it. We saw it at Aurora.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that how can they have guns, right?
Yeah.
While they're robbing me and I can't have one to protect my own house.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, why would I risk my life by throwing hands and getting shot versus if I get shot while I'm trying to shoot, then it's on me,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
It's not going to be on, you know, because, oh, don't have a gun in your house.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what I would say. Would you have a gun in your house?
I would. Yeah.
Explain why.
You never fucking know nowadays.
Mhm.
You know, there's I saw this video of like this trucker guy, and he was at a truck stop in St. Louis, and he was like recording his night there and stuff because it's, you know, it's like damn near the murder capital
Myrtle
of the
Cap.
United States.
Yep, it used to be.
Yeah,
Chicago
East
is
St.
now.
Louis is terrible.
East St. Louis is
Illinois is
Terrible.
bad, bro. It's so bad. But crime's actually slightly decreasing, but
Still bad.
yeah, still terrible. But this guy, I guess there's these things called lot lizards, and it's people that go up to each truck banging on there.
Oh,
and shit,
yeah.
and that's like scary as fuck. So
Mhm.
it's like, why is this dog barking, bro?
We apologize if you hear the dogs.
If you hear my brother's dog barking, it's not our fault. That's my brother getting the dog. That's his fault. So, but no, it's like I feel like nowadays it's like people. I feel like people could just disguise themselves as a salesman, like a door salesman, and then just
And then out of nowhere, just drop one.
Yeah.
Boom, boom,
yeah,
dead.
like I feel like people are mentally ill enough to do that,
Mhm.
and
Or like I'm like, hey sir, would you like to buy some cookies? Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Right? You
yeah,
you're dead.
Yeah. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Might as well be prepared.
If that could happen, bro, and honestly, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's somebody that disguises themselves as a door salesman and then just pulls out and just, you know, when somebody opens the door,
Starts
bow,
emptying.
enters the house, robs it out.
Yep. And
know?
like not even shooting the person. They're so mentally ill to the point where they'll empty it.
Yeah.
Like empty the
Yeah.
clip.
Right. I would not be surprised. So it's like, and there's all these stats with like, oh, when you have a gun, you're 2 times as likely to get robbed or whatever. But it's like, how much of that is gang related? How much of that is like illegal firearms? How much of that is gang related? How much is that, you know,
Are they registered?
how
Stuff
much
like
is that related to crime versus a civil traditional like family
Mm-hmm.
that just simply owns a gun and is locked up 24/7 and only used for protecting the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like just because you buy a gun to protect your house, it doesn't mean you're 2 times as likely.
Right.
Because if nobody knows except me
Mm-hmm.
and the family, who cares?
Yeah.
You know, I probably wouldn't tell my kids that I have a gun.
Because then they're gonna be
But-
like, oh, can I see it? Can I see
Yeah,
it?
and then they're gonna go home tell their fucking friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my daddy has a gun, man.
Right.
He'll shoot your ass. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
like,
no,
no.
I'm not gonna. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like,
I know what you're saying. I wouldn't
bunch
tell
of
them
dumb
till they're older.
yeah,
But here's the thing, right? If so I changed my opinion on this. We talked about this before, but I don't know. After walking around for a while, I mean, I changed my opinion on it. So the question was, would you carry a conceal, or like, would you have a CCL? No, not anymore. I
You
wouldn't.
wouldn't?
Would you?
I wouldn't because I feel like that's just too much attention drawn to me.
That's what I was about to say. Because like at first, like when we had this conversation, you said no before,
Mm-hmm.
and I said yes. And the reason why I said it was just because like I wanted to protect myself or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now, I mean, dude, like after I don't know, thinking, becoming more older, I would say,
Yeah.
like by a few weeks or whatever. But
Right.
I don't know, like I just changed my
I
mind.
mean, you just get more educated on it.
Yeah,
that's
I would
all
keep
it
my
is.
I would keep my Ford card for sure.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
No,
I would keep my
you
Ford
need
card for sure.
that.
But I wouldn't get my CCL anymore just
Yeah.
because like I'm risking myself
Yeah.
by like because if I'm walking around right and like let's say I'm wearing this shirt
Mm-hmm.
and I'm wearing my concealer like right underneath, you can
Yeah.
see it like popping out
Yeah.
like this fist, right?
Yeah.
I'm putting all of my basically I'm putting everything at risk just
Yeah.
by holding that gun because now if somebody sees it, you're kind of screwed
Yeah.
because put your hands down.
Yeah.
Especially me being a brown man,
Yeah.
it's over with.
This guy. Yeah, I remember working at Jewel when I was like 16, and I was a bagger, and I remember a guy was checking out and shit, and I look in his bottom right, and he had a big old revolver.
That's what I'm
bro.
saying. It's obvious.
It's like, and he didn't even try to hide it. Like this dude had, and it was like colder out at the time, so he had a jacket, but the jacket was folded inwards on it. Like this dude made it easily accessible for him if he need to blow a fucking head off, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, gun holsters now, like they'll have a strap, so you have to undo the strap or
And
a
then-
clip, and then you
yeah,
can pull it out.
right.
But this dude just had it just laying in there. Like all he had to do was just pull it out, and it was just in his hand.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Here's like, did you see how you noticed it?
Yeah.
Don't you think everyone else noticed it too?
Oh yeah.
How much attention did you just draw to yourself without even
I
saying
remember
anything?
my manager was like, "What is these people carrying guns on?"
Yeah.
and shit?" I don't know, man. I mean, that thing was crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
I never would have thought of seeing an actual like gun on somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I personally want. It's just too much attention drawn to you. People are like, "Oh, that guy's a gun," you know.
Right.
And then if you're in a situation, it's like one, depending on the person fucking with you, they'll stop fucking with you because they see you have a gun.
But that's like a rare occurrence.
Yeah, very rare. It's like in Texas. It's like nobody fucks with each other. There's no crime in Texas except for the cities because everybody has a fucking gun.
Everyone knows that they're carrying.
It's like you're not gonna go to some dude who owns a ranch in Texas and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fuck with this guy. What does he have a gun?" Yes, the fuck
yeah, he does.
Fucking,
He has a shotgun.
he has $1 million collection, bro,
Yeah,
waiting to
right,
use it on
literally.
somebody, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's like these people. Like, I don't know. You just have to. I don't know.
So-
Sometimes it's like, I don't hate people for having opinions on things.
Mm-hmm.
I know. It's just like when they have a different opinion to mine. It's just like I'd like to have facts or like reasons that rebuttal theirs.
Correct.
That's always good to have. It's just like that's how you have a debate. You
Mm-hmm.
just have multiple rebuttals to another person's opinion.
But then it gets annoying if I start saying, "Man, your hair ugly," because then
Yeah,
then it's
well,
just,
once one of the people start insulting the other, it's just like, all right, I want to get out of here.
right. Yeah.
But it's like, you know, people. There's people that don't want guns anymore in this country. It's like, I mean, the Second Amendment says that it shall not be infringed.
Yep.
It it gives us the right to own a firearm, and I mean, I think there should be guns. They say there's 3 to every 1 person in the United States. 3 guns to every 1 person in the United States.
That's too much, in my opinion. But
2, 1.5 to 2 is fine.
here's the
3
thing.
is actually crazy.
Yeah, 3 is crazy to think about. Like, we don't even have guns.
Yeah.
But there's so many people that compensated for us. Like, imagine how many people don't have guns.
Yeah.
But the people that do just compensated for everybody.
Yeah.
That's so many people.
And think about, and actually, I just thought about this a second ago. It's like, think about the people that guns, like how much they rely on guns for their careers. It's like firing ranges, people who own those firing ranges for people to safely like use a firearm.
Correct.
It's like they'll be shut down if guns are completely like gone. And then like there's a bunch of like
It's gonna cause more. Here's my thing, right? Before you start going, I was gonna say it's gonna cause a lot more crime, right?
yeah.
Do you remember the prohibition in Chicago? Who completely led like bootlegging?
Yeah. The mob.
The mob, right? That causes more crime because now instead of like, you know, like let's say I'm a drinker, okay? Let's just say I'm a drinker, right? And you start prohibition. I'm not going to stop because like I'm a like crazy alcoholic. I'm not gonna stop because you told me to. I have an addiction.
Right.
So who am I gonna get it from now?
Yeah.
Al Capone.
Al Capone.
Al Capone. So
Talking cash.
so that's who I'll probably get it from. And what he just did is illegal.
Yeah.
So now that's a crime, right?
Right.
So that's increasing what? Crime rates. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So don't think of that with guns. Okay.
Oh,
So think of it with guns.
now
Okay.
we're serious.
With guns, if it's not an addiction to have guns, but I'm just saying like
It's like
it's gonna be more illegal. It's gonna be illegal for people to own
Yeah.
guns, and there's gonna be more guns because it's cool to be
yeah.
have like crime. So
Like one, it's a hobby for people.
Mhm.
Two, it's people's jobs or careers.
Yep.
It's I mean, there's a I forgot the guy's name, like Destruction Ranch or something, or Ranch. I don't know.
Okay.
He's like probably the most popular like gun using like YouTube channel,
Right.
and he has a crazy collection and like a crazy vault full of guns. It's like the coolest thing ever.
But did you see
it's
that?
like if you get rid of all the guns and they're all confiscated from
Confiscated.
yeah from people. Like what is he gonna rely on for a YouTube channel? You know, like
Make a podcast? Like what?
Oh God.
Yeah.
But you know who Alex Jones is?
No.
He's kind of okay. It's just this very very conservative Republican guy.
Okay.
He's like extremist, if you will.
Okay.
But he was on an interview with what's his name? Was it something Morgan something?
Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan, yep. And this was like years ago, but he was going just on a tangent about gun control and stuff. And he was just going crazy. He's like, Hitler took the guns, Stalin took the guns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Who else?
I've heard. I saw this on TikTok.
I was like, shit, man. They take our guns.
What's going on?
What's going on in the government, man? What's
Yeah.
going on? But it is far fetched to compare our government to Hitler and Stalin.
It's a crazy reach.
It is a crazy reach. There's actually this clip that it was just funny to me. It was this guy he was like, the U.S. is pretty much like Russia, but a more excuse my language, but he calls it he's like, yeah, the United States is like Russia, but it's just more gay and retarded. And I just started dying, bro. It was funny.
Oh, that's so funny.
Because it's not what he said, it's just how he said it too. Like how he delivered the message. It was just super funny. Because there are some crazy motherfuckers here. We got some Russian motherfuckers that are for America. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, we call them rednecks, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because apparently our demographic is like 85% USA. Yes, respect. But then the rest of it is just like Indonesia. There's like something crazy.
Just the bored people in Indonesia.
Yeah, just like the
Shout out to all my Indonesians.
Yeah, like the complete opposite of America.
Yeah, literally. What were we talking about before? Oh, gun control.
Yeah, gun control.
So yeah, I feel like they're just like, I don't know, guns are just, I don't want to say they're important, but and I don't want to.
They're valuable.
They have their values
There you
and
go.
what they're used for.
There you go.
So it's
Bro, philosopher.
if
there you
you
go.
this guy, but like if you need to protect something, bro, like if something's going on in the area you live in and you need to protect yourself, like get a gun, bro.
Yep.
And then there's gonna be people say, "Oh, nobody needs a gun," but it's like, okay, so let's just say we get rid of guns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just hypothetically, let's say there's no guns that exist in America today.
Mm-hmm.
Then now we deal with the stabbing epidemic. Because
there you go.
let's look at
Now we talking.
Now
we
oh
talking.
God,
Because the stabbing, the knife epidemic in the UK specifically is crazy.
Yeah.
Like if you think it's bad here with like guns,
oh my God,
dude, wait till you get to the UK. Everybody's getting stabbed.
you turn the corner, you're dead.
Yeah,
literally.
like you're walking around and getting stabbed.
Yeah. So let's just make a little tier list of weapons that you use to inflict damage or to defend yourself, right?
Okay.
So let's just say your fist.
All
That's
right,
like
so
number
that's-
one. Street fight.
Right, there you go. Boom, right?
Yeah. Number two is probably
Your legs.
we'll
Let's
throw
just
that
say-
in with
let's
fist.
let's say combat. Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
combat
so-
together.
So hand-to-hand combat, fist, legs, whatever. Just
Yep,
your
yep.
own physical
Boom,
body.
yep.
Number two, let's say brass knuckles.
Okay,
You
brass
know
knuckles.
that's like that's a punch, but it's metal. You're gonna break a bone. You're gonna cut them up.
Yep.
They're gonna be bleeding. possible death.
Okay. Possible.
Now you get to 3. Let's say a knife, something sharp, right? You hold it and you just swing, swing, swing. You fucking slice somebody open, they're bleeding to death.
Yep.
Increased chance of death, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you get guns, anything with a projectile that'll enter somebody's body and possibly kill.
Possibly kill, yeah.
Possibly kill. More likely to kill than knives and shit, but yeah. Actually, I don't know, because knives can be bigger wounds. Anyways.
No, here's the thing, right? When you get shot, it's worse just because you can also get lead poisoning.
Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah. And so yeah, we'll include lead poisoning in there.
Yeah.
And then 5 is, I don't know, nuclear.
Just nukes,
Nukes.
freaking bombs, grenades,
Oh god.
anything you could think
any
of.
explosive.
Any explosive.
So nobody has a fucking explosive.
No one would.
No one's
in their
gonna
right mind would carry
no one's
a grenade.
Gonna fucking you know what I'm saying? So exactly, like nobody does it. So let's move it down to guns, right? But now there's gun problems.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people are getting them illegally. Let's south side of Chicago. Let's just have all the hoodlums and shit use guns.
Mm-hmm.
Not a good fucking mix.
Right.
But okay, now we get rid of the guns.
Okay.
Right. So let's just say we get rid of the guns. Now we're down to tier 3, stabbing. Right.
Okay, let's get rid of knives.
Motherfuckers have fucking
Right.
knives everywhere, bro.
There you go.
We have knives for different purposes.
Yeah.
We have
Kitchen knives.
We got bread knives. We got butter knives, bread knives,
Chef's knife.
chef's knife. We got a fucking hatchet for whatever fucking reason. Actually, I got a hatchet.
You got a hatchet.
Yeah. You got a fucking little fucking cherry tomato dice.
No, there's
knife,
one. There's
bro.
one that like bends for like when you're going around bones.
Yeah, bro. And then you got a steak knife, and you got
Swiss Army knife.
It's like, bro, you
pocket
can't,
knife.
You can't survive without
Ox
a knife.
cutter.
Yes, like you can't survive without a knife.
Yeah.
So people think getting rid of guns is gonna help it.
No, you're just gonna get stabbed.
You're just gonna get stabbed, bro. Like, you know how many knives you have accessible to you to just, man, I'm just gonna take this bitch out and just start fucking slicing motherfuckers. Like, people will be like, all right, take my gun away. Let me just go back, get my fucking.
Let me grab my kitchen knife.
Let
real
me just
quick.
get my butter knife real quick and I fucking kill you.
Boom. Right.
Yeah. Like a fucking shank, bro. Well, a butter knife's dull. Not if you fucking.
Not if you put some pressure through.
Not, yeah, bro. Like,
Yeah, if it's dull, it's gonna hurt a lot more.
Exactly, bro. Oh, it's dull. All right, come the fuck here. I'll fucking cut you
Yeah.
up right now.
So yeah, here's like the opinions. Okay, yeah, let's get rid of guns, right? Here's the thing, right?
Now, all right, let's get rid of guns. Solve knife.
Solve the knife problem.
Solve
Please.
the stabbing epidemic.
Okay,
you
fine.
solve that shit. If you could solve the stabbing epidemic in the UK right now,
Yep. There you go. Take our guns. Take
bro,
our guns.
Take our guns if you can solve that problem.
Yeah.
Give us the guns back. All right, we'll move on to guns. Less murders.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's be honest, there's gonna be more murders with a knife than guns.
Yeah, I mean, debatable nowadays, but
Because
if
how
we're-
much could you buy a knife? Set
Oh yeah, I
for
get what
at
you're saying.
home
I get what you're
versus
saying.
a whole fucking AR-15 or pistol.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
mhm.
yeah, let me just spend $50 on a knife set. I can cut my steak. I can, spread butter.
Cut Dylan.
Oh God.
Yeah, like
This
literally.
But instead of that, it's like, you'd rather spend that than on a $1,500 AR-15, $2,000 AR-15.
Yep.
And then it's like, well, you need the licensing, you need to take classes for it and shit. It's
Background
like,
check.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because we all know what the problem is with gun control.
It's the people that control it,
Yeah.
not the weapon.
Yeah. It's mental illness. It's what it is.
Mhm.
It's and it's crazy to people that, I don't know, I'll hear somebody say like, oh, guns kill people. It's like, all right, put a gun on the table. Let's watch it kill somebody.
Put it right here.
We'll put it on top of this book and we're gonna stare at it until it kills somebody.
And then watch. And this is what I'll do. Right? Obviously, I killed you. Right? The gun didn't kill you. I
It's just
killed
the
you.
tool.
Yeah. Okay, then charge the gun with murder.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Like this is
The
this
guns
will
kill
this-
people. Charge the guns with murder. I'm charged with the people.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Now you speaking. Here's the thing. If you think that you're like the guns don't kill people, If you think that, then please, I beg.
Yeah.
Instead of charging me with murder, charge my gun with murder.
Yeah.
Please. I'd rather
Take
be
my gun away. I'll live free life.
I'll be a free life. Put that
Lock
thing
that
in jail.
motherfucker up.
Lock it up right now.
Make sure it gets beaten. Make sure it gets fucking boned.
Yeah, literally. I mean, have a gun jail.
Yeah. I don't fucking know.
At this point, have a gun jail if you think
Yeah.
guns kill people.
Right.
Guns are a utility to kill people,
Yeah.
but the people kill people.
It's like if I'm making a shed in the backyard,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like people say, "Oh, the drill. You use a drill
Correct.
to make the shed." Okay, I'm just gonna set my drill down, and we're gonna use the drill to fucking
So here, you set the drill down and go ahead. Make the shed.
make the shed.
Go ahead. Like, you see how stupid that is?
Yeah, it's like people. It's the drill's the utility tool to
Mm-hmm.
build the shed. A gun is a utility tool to kill a person,
Mm-hmm.
but people just
No.
yeah.
Over the head.
Uh,
So
because me personally, I'm not mentally ill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very competent. I understand that correct use of a gun,
correct.
which is, I mean, when the Second Amendment was written, it was to fight against a tyrannic government.
Correct.
But nowadays, it's really to protect yourself from mentally ill people who have guns too. So it's like,
Yep.
why would I fight a fight that's not equal?
Mm-hmm.
Why would I try to fight a mentally ill person with a gun when I don't have one?
Oh, it's even
myself?
worse. It's
Exactly.
even worse.
Like, I'm just dead.
yeah, you're literally dead.
so it's like,
yeah.
I'm gonna get a gun so I can at least match with the mentally ill, and I'll just defend myself from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. So the people that say,
We're at 56 minutes, by the way.
okay, yeah. So this is my last statement. So
Alright.
whoever says that we should get rid of guns, that's fine. You don't have to have a gun, but let everybody else have it. It's your opinion.
Yeah.
Fine. Don't have a gun. Let everybody else have it.
Agreed.
End of story. End of detail. I'm done with this.
End of podcast too. It's,
End of podcast.
we have 56. If you guys enjoyed that, maybe
I actually enjoyed. I enjoyed speaking about this a lot more.
We enjoy it more towards the end though. We should.
Oh, dude, we
find
get
some-
freaking heated, bro. Yeah.
We should start doing that towards the front of the video.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll do it later.
Yep. So make sure to buy the new merch.
merch.
I just bought a sweatshirt. He's about to buy a shirt.
Oh God.
Yeah, we have it in hoodies.
A hoodie, crew neck, t-shirt, new logo, everything. Yeah, but
like,
some
comment,
shit.
subscribe. Don't expect any more of these lighthearted conversations anymore. I like these
yeah.
controversial topics, and I feel
Debates.
like it's a lot more fun to listen to.
Are we blurry? No, I don't think so.
I hope not.
I hope, dude. If I look, dude, because last video we were like blurred like in 3 different 2-minute spots.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, what the fuck? But if that happened again, I'm gonna be pretty upset.
So I mean, yeah, like don't expect. Oh, I can bite Jolly Ranchers anymore. It's not gonna be that anymore. It's gonna be a lot of
Serious shit, guys. We're
not
grown
even
men.
not even just like serious stuff. It's just gonna be controversial topics.
Just entertaining.
Yeah,
Entertaining.
and it's gonna be like philosophy stuff. So
Because we smart. I'm loyal. No,
yeah,
We're not smart.
smart enough to get by.
I'm good. Yeah, just to get by. Just enough to have an opinion.
Yep. Subscribe, like, comment.
Yeah, see you guys later. Peace.